And welcome here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a great matchup in the KVAC's Class A North Division between the visiting Brewer Witches and the home Lawrence Bulldogs. Starting with the starting lineups for tonight's matchup. Starting with the visiting Brewer Witches, 4-3 coming into the game. Last game was on the 30th, Monday, against Erskine Academy, a 71-44 win. Coming into today's matchup, they are the 5th seed in the Class A. Starting lineup, number 4, Colby Smith. Number 10, Kyle Goodrich. Number 12, Trevor Pearson. Number 20, Aaron Newcomb. And number 32, Brady Saunders. Led by head coach Ben Goodwin, assisted by Phil Pichard, Scott Flagg, Mark Savage. As Bulldogs come away with it there, as we switch over to the other side for starting lineups for the home Bulldogs. That goes off the hands of the defender there, but Nickerson able to hold it as we are approaching 7.5 minutes here. Up to the top to Blaisdell looking underneath. Martin Hashey now with the shot, gets it to fall, 2-0 here. The Bulldogs coming into today's matchup 2-4. Last game as well on Monday against Madomic Valley, 56-49 loss. Number 7 seed going in to tonight's matchup as that shot falls for Saunders, so it's 2-2 all. 7:16 remaining. Dylan Coombs, number 2. Dylan Martin Hashey, number 3. Number 12, Nick Blaisdell. Number 20, Zach Nickerson. And number 22, Jake Patterson. Led by head coach Jason Pellerin, assisted by John Doyen and Elon Firmage. As that one goes past and caught there. A half-court violation. And so the Brewer Witches are going to have it on the far side. 6:55 remaining here in the opening quarter. Score is 2-all. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's matchup, brought to you by Crossroads TV. If you'd like to watch any home games for the Lawrence boys and girls this season, please visit us at crossroads-tv.com. Tyler Millett bringing you play-by-play action here tonight. As this one goes back and forth over to Newcomb. Newcomb coming into tonight's matchup, 26 points dropped against Erskine on Monday and gets 2 there to fall. So 4-2, the early lead for the Witches. Over to Coombs now, far side, looking underneath the setup. As that one's tipped and caught there by Pearson. Shot goes up, and he is able to get it to fall. Now 6-2 with 6:03 here in the first quarter. Great way to set up the steal there, take it, and then you get the jumper to fall. As Nickerson looks to bring it in, and yet another great defensive play by Pearson. Now working at his near side. Tries to put a shot up there, falls to the floor, no call. So the Bulldogs take over. Coombs pushes it up to the floor. Over to Nickerson now. Driving baseline, jumper. Gets that to fall. 6-4 now as we are just north of 5.5 minutes to go. Driving the ball up the floor is Smith. Goodrich back to Newcomb. 3 ball and gets it to fall. Goodrich with the 3, now 9-4, 5-10 remaining here in the first quarter. Patterson bringing up the ball, going to his left, cuts it back. Still looking for the play to set up. Nickerson now open for the 3. That one misses the mark. Rebounded by Brewer. And now being brought up the floor. Now coming back to Newcomb. Newcomb looks to drive into the paint further. Martin Hashey with a great defense there. Catches it. Now Coombs going to take it as we are just north of 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Patterson the Blaisdell underneath, but Pearson was able to block it, but Martin Hashey able to take it back. That ball misses as Blaisdell gets a rebound, but yet stolen by Colby Smith of Brewer. Now near side. Looking to drive it in, puts a shot up. It's going to be a call against Lawrence there as Colby Smith goes to the line. That's going to be the first one against Jake Patterson here for the Bulldogs. So team foul 1. The Brewers nothing right now. 4:15 remaining. Score is 9-4. First shot falls, so 10-4 is now with Colby Smith's second shot being ready here. That one rims out, rebounded by Blaisdell Nickerson now. Now going that far side, back to Patterson. Now setting back to the middle of the court. Nickerson underneath the Blaisdell. Sets it and gets it to fall. Now 10-6 with 3:53 remaining here. Driving it up the floor. Goes off the leg, but picked up by Coombs. Marinhashi tries to get it there as that one falls. Going to say it went out on the Bulldogs. And the Witches of Brewer able to come away with one there. Still in the lead by 4. Now that far side driving baseline. Puts it up. Bounces off the rim. Passed up to Patterson now driving. Foul called there. As Patterson gets hit on the arm. So that is going to be the first team foul for Brewer. Well, Patterson went to the line, but they changed it to underneath. Nickerson, though, able to get the 2 points anyway. Driving the baseline, gets it to fall. Now 10-8, 3:15. Brewer, though, coming right back. Jump shot, jumper, makes it. Swish for Kyle Goodrich. Now Patterson back up the floor, under 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Back to Nickerson now, looking underneath. Marinhashi puts the ball up, gets it to fall, yes. 2:42, score is 12-10 in favor of Brewer. That one goes off the leg and out. So Lawrence going to take over. Marinhashi to Coombs now. Coombs underneath the Blaisdell and able to get the bucket. So it's now 12-all with 2.5 minutes to go. Back to Newcomb. Back and forth it goes. Now back to Smith. Now back to Newcomb. And back to Smith. Now wrapping around. Now to the far side. Saunders, now Newcomb back to Saunders on this near side. Drives the lane, bucket. Able to get it. 14-12, under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Pressure put on here by the Witches. They now back it off. As it's back to Patterson on the far side underneath the Marinhashi. Puts a shot up. That one rims up, gets his own rebound, puts it back. And that one able to fall off a bounce off the rim. Now 14-all with 1:32 remaining. Here in quarter number 1. Going to that far side now are the Brewer. Looking to bounce it back out. Back to Smith now. Drives to the bucket, able to get it. Now 16-14, 1:15 remaining here. And Coombs now going to carry the ball back up. Drives to his right, behind the back, goes to his left. Stops again, pass to Patterson. Looking underneath. Now driving. Drives it on the left side, not able to fall. Blaisdell able to come up and get the and one. Now 16-all, 56 seconds on the clock. And Lawrence able to take their first lead of the night if Nick Blaisdell is able to get this foul shot. Substitutions coming in for Lawrence is going to be number 4, Ryan Bork, as well as number 23, Christian LaRoche. Blaisdell able to make it fall, so 17-16, 56 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Smith calling the offense. Drives to his right. Pass there to Newcomb. Back to the top. 3 ball. That one rims out, but it'll be controlled on the rebound by Brewer. Now just north of 35 seconds. Newcomb drives back. Pass interrupted there by Nickerson. Nickerson puts the layup in. Now 19-16, under 30 seconds here in the opening quarter. Pass that far side. Newcomb driving. Gets that one to fall. Now 19-18 and under 10 seconds now. Pass to this near side to Nickerson. Under 5 seconds. 3 ball able to fall for Nickerson. 22-18 is what it's going to be after the first horn in favor of the Bulldogs over the Brewer Witches. Thank you for tuning in to Crossroads TV. We will see you shortly here for second quarter action. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Second quarter action about to start here between the Lawrence Bulldogs and the Brewer Witches. Score update for the girls game playing at Brewer tonight. Score is 26-18 in favor of the Bulldogs on the road. Brewer having it here now, back to Newcomb. Newcomb looking to drive to the left side, pass to the far, back to Smith, back to Newcomb. Now driving baseline, pass over to the near side, wrapped around it goes. Shot goes up, and 3 ball does not make it as it goes off. Going to stay with the Witches as clock stops at 7:37 left here in the second quarter. Inbound play goes back, and now to Saunders. Now back to Newcomb. As that one rims out. Smith able to get the rebound, puts it up, gets it to fall. And now 22-20, the score. Martin Hashey with the ball, looking to put it up into the offensive side of the court. Past the Coombs, underneath the LaRoche, able to get it to fall. 24-20 the score, just north of 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Switching off the man, Saunders. Now going near side to Goodrich. And that one is able to fall. 24-22, under 7 minutes to go now. Pass to Nickerson. As Bork is able to get it on the rush there on that far side. And now 26-22 the score. As it is Aaron Newcomb driving the paint, puts it up. That one rims out. Nickerson able to come away with the defensive rebound. Now under 6.5 minutes. Dylan Coombs carrying it up the floor. Pass goes to Ryan Bork. Now back to Coombs on the far side. Now Martin Hashey with a 3. Gets it to fall, hits the money again. 29-22, 6:06. As the timeout is taken by the Brewer Witches. And now coming back from the Brewer timeout. They're going to have it on the far side of the floor. Now being carried up yet again by Smith. Coming to this near side, behind the back it goes to that far side. Smith able to control it as Boric puts on the pressure defensively for the Bulldogs. Over to Newcomb now. Back over to that far side. Looking to drive baseline. That one slips out. It says it goes off of Newcomb. Bulldogs going to take over. Great defensive pressure put on there. Underneath, Martin Hashey. Christian LaRoche able to get the rebound there with pressure in his face and gets the two, 31-22. Underneath as that one goes off the leg of Pearson. As we have number 42, Ryder Goodwin, checking into the matchup for the Witches. Over to Patterson on the far side. Swings it over to Coombs. As that call goes against the Bulldogs there, as we're going to have a substitution as Nick Blaisdell checks back in for Christian LaRoche. As that foul was called against Dylan Martin Hashey. So his first, so it's now 2 team fouls apiece. Smith. Saunders now to Goodwin. Goodwin tries to drive it in and able to get it to fall. Martin Hashey was close to getting that block. Just missed it. Now 31-24. Bulldogs still in the lead. 4:20 here in the first half. Patterson tries to put it up there as that goes off the Brewers defender. Going to stay with the Bulldogs as Nickerson checks back in for Ryan Boric. Bulldogs now looking for the inbound. Able to get it, but pressure put on by Brewer, able to come away with it there. Saunders now going to his right, north of 4 minutes. Far side, 3 ball, that one misses. But it'll be picked up by the Bulldogs. Now back to Coombs. Over here to Nickerson on the near side. Trying to get it underneath there, but able to be swatted by Pearson. Now Smith, and able to get the bucket off the glass. 31-26, north of 3.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Patterson now takes the ball now over to Nickerson on the far side. Looking to pass underneath Coombs, 3 ball. That one goes off the block and out. Martin Hashey able to step up big, get the defense. Offensive rebound there for Lawrence. And able to get that and drive it in. As that was the right place at the right time. 33-26 now the score here in favor of the Bulldogs. Under 3 minutes to go. 3 ball. That one misses the mark. Rebounded by Jake Patterson. Now passed up to Nickerson on this near side. Drives again as that one is the charge call. Goes against Nickerson. So that is going to be his first, team's third. With Brewer now having possession, 2:42 remaining here in the first half. Scores 33-26. And Newcomb now. 3 ball put again. That one misses the mark. Lawrence able to have the defensive rebounds thus far here tonight. is looking for that pass for Blaisdell underneath. Trying to drive to get underneath onto the block. Misses there. So Brewer able to come in transition. Newcomb now, as that one goes off the foot, and they say it goes off Brewer, so it's going to go to the Bulldogs. 2:12 remaining here. Patterson back to Coombs, just north of 2 minutes to go here. Over to Nickerson on this near side. Blaisdell underneath on the block, puts up a shot. That one goes off as it's rebounded by Brewer and pushed up quickly. Pass back, 3-ball put up. That one misses the mark as LaRoche is able to get the rebound there. That shot put up by Trevor Pearson of the Witches as Nickerson goes back as that one is just out of the reach of the Brewer defenseman. Under 90 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Back to Nickerson now. Tries to go over to his left, stops, pass back to Patterson, now back at the top. Over to Christian LaRoche on that far side. Trying to get the pass to Coombs, able to get it in, and bucket falls. 35-26 with 1 minute left here to go in the second quarter. Looking to drive, puts up a shot. That one goes off, but it looks as though he is going to the line. 4-2. As that is the team's fourth foul here for the Bulldogs. And able to get the first one is Pearson. So now 35-27, 56.7 seconds remaining here in the first half. That is going to be Nick Blaisdell's first foul. Second shot rims out. LaRoche able to come up big on the defensive rebound. Now LaRoche over to Nickerson. Underneath the Blaisdell, but picked off by Pearson. Under 40 seconds. Goodwin, 3-ball. Goes off the rim, but put up by Pearson. And able to get that 2 points. 35-29. We're north of 20 seconds to go. LaRoche. There's going to be a hold against Brewer. First for number 22, Gavin Carr. 10.4 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Baseline by Nickerson, able to get it to fall underneath. So 37-29 as Newcomb drives the floor. 3-ball put up. That one misses the mark. And with that horn, it's the end of the first half. Score is 37-29 in favor of the Lawrence Bulldogs over the Brewer Witches. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's matchup, brought to you by Crossroads TV. We will see you shortly for the start of the third quarter. Thank you for tuning in. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Going to start the second half action here between the Brewer Witches and the Lawrence Bulldogs. Score after the first half, 37-29 in favor of the Bulldogs. It is going to be Bulldogs ball. Score update for the women's game as they are just north of 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They are up 46-22 at Brewer. As the door is closed underneath the basket, so we are good to go. Long ball there, intercepted by Pearson. In the Bulldogs' first possession, doesn't end well. Smith now over. Back and drives it in, and that one falls for Goodrich. Now 37-36. North of 7.5 minutes to go. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's matchup, brought to you by Crossroads TV. As Patterson takes it on that far side, ball slips out, but able to get it back. And now pass to Martin Hash, three ball. That one goes off the mark. Almost rebounded there by the Bulldogs, but the Witches able to take it. Off the high glass, not able to fall. Passed up now to Coombs on that far side. Spin, puts it up. Not able to get it, but able to get the rebound. Martin Hashi going to reset. As Blaisdell able to get it. As the ball goes to the floor, not able to put up a shot. Coombs now three. Swish. So now it is 40-31. Under 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's matchup. If you'd like to watch Lawrence boys and girls basketball home games here, please visit us at crossroads-tv.com. Three ball, that one's aired, but brought back in by Blaisdell, but picked up by Newcomb from the Witches. Now driving the floor, puts a shot up off the glass, and that one falls for Brewer, 40-33. As Patterson now has the ball over to Martin Hashin on that far side, over to Nickerson. Waiting for it to develop underneath as Newcomb is able to get it. The long ball there, trying to go to Coombs on this near side. Swings it back to Smith. Back to the three-point line. Now to Newcomb on this near side. Drives in between and gets it to fall, 40-35. Now just north of 5.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Coombs looking for the pass. Does get it over to Dylan Martin Hashi. Trying to go underneath. Going to reset. Over back to Coombs it goes on this near side. Over to Nick Blaisdell at the top. Looks to his right. Pass here now, baseline. Nickerson able to get it in. Off the glass, 42-35. 5:03 remaining here in quarter number 3. Smith bringing the ball up to his right. Going to that far side. Wrapping around, going to be a push against Lawrence. Going to stay with the Brewer Witches on that far side right in front of the team bench. As that is the second against Martin Hashi. As Christian LaRoche checks in for Nick Blaisdell. As that one falls for Pearson. Now 42-37, 4:43 as Dylan Coombs brings the ball over to Martin Hashi. Christian LaRoche looks to get it up. After a couple seconds, able to get a shot, but not able to fall as that one goes out. Going to stay with the Bulldogs. As we have a little cleanup off the floor. So 4.5 minutes to go here. Inbounded to Martin Hashi, able to get it off the glass. 44-37. 4:23 remaining. Smith drives again over to Newcomb. That one just passes reach as Martin Hash able to take it away. Underneath the Coombs. Coombs puts it on the left side and gets it to fall. As it is 46-37, just north of 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 3-ball put up as that one just misses the mark. Bounced out. Coombs with a bounce pass underneath the Martin Hash, not able to fall. As that is going to be called against number 20, Zach Nickerson, for the push. So it is going to be Brewer ball. And that is number 2 for Nickerson. Smith over to Newcomb now. Looking for an open man, does it, gives it to Pearson. Pearson driving his man down, passes it back. As the travel's called there against Saunders. 3:36 remaining, and it's going to be Ryan Bork checking back in, as is Nick Blaisdell. Inbounded to Coombs now. Near side to Blaisdell. Able to keep it, but pressure put on here by Brewer. Shot by Bork. Misses the mark and rebounded there. Combination by number 10, Goodrich, and number 20, Newcomb. Smith now. Back to Newcomb. Trying to cut in between defenders and going to be called against the Bulldogs. As that is the first for Christian LaRoche. Now trying to put the ball up here are the Witches, trying to get a bounce back and end this rally for the Bulldogs. Pearson trying to go in between, as that's called a hold, and that call goes against the Bulldogs as well. As that's number 2 for LaRoche. .252 remaining here. As Pearson able to get it the first. 46-38 the score. Still in favor of the Bulldogs. That one bounces off the block. Bork able to pick it off. Coombs now. Back to Bork. Nickerson now free, takes that right side, not able to make it. As that one goes off, and they say it's going to go in favor of the Witches with 2:35 remaining here in the third quarter. Smith now carrying it to that far side. Back to Newcomb. Jumper goes up, that one misses, and Coombs able to come down with the rebound. Just north of 2 minutes to 11. LaRoche trying to look for underneath. Goes to the near side. Back to Nickerson. Nickerson looking to go to the baseline, puts up a jumper, and gets it to go in. Now 48-38, under 2 minutes here in quarter number 3. Newcomb carries it up. Pass over to Pearson. Shot goes up, and shot falls for the 3. 48-31. That is Kyle Goodrich able to make the 3 ball there, as we're just north of 90 seconds to go here in the third quarter. LaRoche looking for the ball, but Coombs now. Goes to the left, over to Nickerson now. Under 120. LaRoche underneath, gets blocked. No call, but Blaisdell looking to drive it in too. able to spin, get the man in between, and get the basket. Now 50-41 with 1:03. In between two defenders, puts the ball off the glass, not able to fall. As Bork is going to have it. Over to Coombs. Coombs with the ball. That's going to go against Brewer. That's going to put Coombs to the line. Now with 48.7 seconds. As substitutions come in for both teams. And Coombs not able to make the free throws there, but able to be rebounded as Bork comes in underneath pass to Patterson, puts it up. That one comes down. Blaisdell able to come away with it, but not able to get another shot off there as Brewer pushes it down the court under 30 seconds. Three ball misses. Coombs able to come away with an easy defensive rebound, but pressure put by there and picked by Smith. That one not called. As it goes back and forth for both teams tonight. Martin Hashi on that far side. Back to Coombs. Under 10 seconds to go. Pass to Patterson on this near side. Shot goes up and rims out as we hear the horn, and that is the end of the third quarter. Score is 50-41 in favor of the Lawrence Bulldogs over the Brewer Witches. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's matchup, brought to you by Crossroads TV. We will see you shortly for fourth quarter action. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth quarter action. As Brewer going to have it on their side. Score is 50-41 in favor of the Lawrence Bulldogs. As Newcomb now back over to Goodrich. Tries to go in between defenders, tries to throw it up, but Martin Hashi able to get up and get the rebound. Now 7:34 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Thank you for tuning in. Tyler Miller bringing you a play-by-play call here for Crossroads TV, as that is going to go against Brewer. As Patterson goes to the line, that's going to be the second team foul for the Witches. In second for number 10, Kyle Goodrich. As that first shot misses, so Patterson with his second. Able to make the second one, so 7:28. And update here for the girls game at Brewer. Final score is 52-36. Bulldogs with the big road win. As a charge is called there, great defensive play by Martin Hashi as Newcomb was driving in. 51-41 here. Pass over the top, over to Coombs now on that far side. Over to Bork. Over to Blaisdell. Back to Bork here on this near side. Trying to go underneath. Throws it up to Blaisdell. Puts it up. And able to get it off. The bounce around off the rim. So 53-41, under 7 minutes to go. Smith to Newcomb. Goodrich back to Smith. Able to get it off the high glass. Back to a 10-point game, 53-43, 6:33 remaining here. Pressure put on by Witches. Going to say it went off the leg. So going to stay with the Bulldogs as substitutions come back in for the Bulldogs. So 6:30 remaining here. Long pass. Martin Hashi able to get it. Gets the put up in the and one. 55-43 going to the line. Looking for the three-point play. Able to sink it there. 56-43. As we're going to have a timeout taken here. By the Bulldogs. 6:27 remaining. Score is 56-43. We will see you here after the short timeout. And now coming back from the timeout, it is going to be Brewers ball. 6:27 remaining here in the matchup tonight. 56-43. The score here for the Bulldogs over the Witches. Newcomb now back to Smith. Smith underneath. There's a push is called there. Going to be called against, I believe that is number 2. Third one called against 2-0, number 20, Zach Nickerson. First shot, able to make it there. So that's Nickerson's third. 5th team foul for the Bulldogs. Now 56-44. That one rims out. Past the reach, but able to be picked up there by Smith. As that one's picked off by LaRoche, passed up to Martin Hashi, over to Coombs near side, off the high glass, able to make it fall. 58-44, 6 minutes to go. Pearson over to Smith, now underneath to Newcomb, puts it up, and able to make it fall. 58-46, 5:45. Martin Hashi. Bounce pass there, back to Nickerson. Back to the far side to Coombs, able to jump up, 3 ball, and gets it to fall. 61-46, under 5.5 minutes to go. Smith to that far side to Saunders. Back to Smith, trying to go underneath, but good defensive pressure there by LaRoche. Nickerson still with the ball, puts it up and gets another. 63-46, 5:06 remaining. As Pearson's able to get it there, back to Newcomb, now Smith, 3 ball put up. That one misses Martin Hashi. As that call goes against LaRoche That's his third. Underneath and able to make the bucket fall is Trevor Pearson. And good defensive pressure there. Smith back to Goodrich. Smith three, able to make it. Now 63-51 with the timeout taken by Brewer. 4:40 remaining here in quarter number 4. Nickerson looking for the inbounds, gets it to Martin Hashey on the far side in front of the Brewer bench. Over to Patterson now, pass half court. Pressure put on here. As timeout gets called by Coach Pellerin, 4:32 remaining. Lawrence timeout. As Nick Blaisdell checks back in. 4:32 remaining. 63-51 the score here for the Bulldogs. As Colby Smith able to get the defensive play there over to Goodrich. That one not fall, but Newcomb able to come away with it. Pearson. As it's blocked, but going to be called against Blaisdell underneath. So going to the line is Pearson. And that moves Brewer to the bonus. First shot makes it. So 63-52. And second one falls for Pearson. Now 63-53. Pass just short over to Patterson, but able to scramble for it. But Smith able to come away with it for Brewer. Now driving up the floor. Jumper, that one misses the mark. Patterson able to come away with it defensively. It goes to the floor and trying to be tied up here between both teams. Balda able to come away with it. Now under 4 minutes to go. Nickerson over to far side to Martin Hashey. Underneath and picked off by Pearson in transition. Puts it off the glass. And now an 8-point game, 63-55. As timeouts taken yet again by Coach Pellerin here. 3:42 remaining. And now coming back from the Lawrence timeout, Nickerson over to Martin Hashey, back to Nickerson now. Passed up the Bork on this near side. Nickerson able to step up and get the ball. Jumper gets it. 65-55, under 3.5 minutes to go here. 3 ball, that one goes off the front and picked up by the Bulldogs there, yet again by Nickerson. Underneath the Bork, just not able to get the handle on it. And Brewer going to take over with 3:10, down by 10. Going back and forth. Back to Pearson, back to Smith. Turn around, tries to put it up, doesn't make it, but stolen there and taken. And call going to be going against the Bulldogs. As Dylan Martin Hashey gets his third. As Ryder Goodwin goes to the line. Swishes the first, 65-57. 2:51 remaining. That one goes out, stays there. Score now 65-56. As Bork goes over to the fender, as Pearson and the Brewer bench was looking for the charge. Put up, misses, put up again by Pearson, gets it to fall that time, 67-58. Now Coombs driving to the left side. As the charge goes that time in favor of Brewer, 67-58, 2:18. As Brewer now goes underneath the Pearson. Tries to go baseline, puts it up, misses. It'll be stopped there. Timeout called by Brewer at 2:03 remaining here. Down by 9. Now coming back from the Brewer timeout. Looking for the inbound play, able to inbound it on that far side. Goes underneath and keeps bouncing back and forth. Gonna go off Brewer. And Bulldogs get the great defensive pressure there and get the ball back at 2 minutes. Martin Hashey. Now back to Dylan Coombs on the far side. Pressure put here. Across the court it goes to Nickerson on the near side. Under 2 minutes to play. Lifts it, goes to Borg, able to catch it. Over to Nickerson now. Across it goes to Blaisdell. Blaisdell bounces it off the glass, and Brewer able to take it in transition. Newcomb tries to put up a 3-ball there. As the pass underneath misses the mark for Brewer and picked off by Lawrence. Martin Hashey over to Bork now on the far side. Now back to Nickerson. Back to Bork. Now Blaisdell underneath and gets the easy 2. 69-58 and 1:08 remaining. Pearson with a 3-ball attempt and gets it to fall. Now 69-61, under a minute to play. And that one almost picked off there, as Bork able to come away with it for the Bulldogs. This ball pops loose. Blaisdell over to Nickerson. As timeout's going to be taken. Or no timeout. So 39.8 gets it inbounds is Nickerson now. Clock stopped with 35.4 seconds. Now on the far side, Martin Hashi. Hold called there, another one. So that is going to move Lawrence to the bonus. Going to the line is Martin Hashi. Misses it, so Smith able to take it in transition now for Brewer. Moves up to the far side, Pearson with a 3-ball, that one misses, and Nickerson with the big defensive rebound. Now Nickerson gonna go to the line, 24.2 seconds remaining in tonight's matchup. As Nickerson able to make it, so 70-61. Second shot on its way. That one misses the mark. And Newcomb tries to drive it up the floor. Shot here, goes off the top, stays in bounds. And another foul, so Martin Hashi going back to the line with 16.3 seconds. Now team fouls are tied 9-all. As that one misses the mark. Now Newcomb on that far side 3. Misses, and Martin Hashi again able to take it now past the Nickerson on that far side. Under 5 seconds to go. Gonna hold on to the ball here and make it. So final score is gonna be 70-61 here. Lawrence Bulldogs over the Brewer Witches. Now looking on to the next matchup, starting with the Brewer Witches. Next game is Tuesday the 7th at Nokomis at 6:30. Now moving overall 4-4 on the season are the Brewer Witches. And for the home Lawrence Bulldogs, now moving to 3-4 on the season. Next game is this Saturday the 4th at Coney at 2 p.m. Thank you for tuning in to Crossroads TV with Tyler Miller bringing the play-by-play call. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.